Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. And folks, today it's really exciting. We're in the town of Lakewood Ranch, Florida, which is on the Gulf Coast, only like 10 minutes from Sarasota, which is the #1 beach in America. And we're here because one of the giants of rock and roll actually lives in this town pretty much full time these days, because he's with his third or fourth wife or whatever, I don't know, but basically her name is Melanie. She's a former ballerina. Her parents live around here on Lakewood Ranch. So Mick Jagger in 2020 bought a house here in Lakewood Ranch, $2 million house, really beautiful. Now the funny part is a lot of people go around and they show like the house or whatever. I don't think we're going to be able to get too close to the house. I'll try later because this is a gated community. But what it is that, to me, Mick Jagger spends a lot of time in this town. Now, again, I'm not guaranteeing we're going to see him, but I'll show you around. He does walk around here a lot. He's got a 5-year-old son. He loves cricket, so he's been to the cricket field. I have a friend of mine who's personally told me that on good sources, and Mick Jagger's a huge cricket fan, so I imagine he's trying to teach his son cricket. So who knows, we might see him, but if we don't see him, you're going to definitely see where Mick Jagger spends much of his time these days. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the video. So this is just a little bit of the town center now. This town here of Lakewood Ranch, it's basically a planned community, and you're talking about something like Disney's Celebration. Now, it's hard to really beat Celebration, and certainly this doesn't beat Celebration, I don't think. But what it is that it's a really nice place. You can get a house in here from maybe $400,000 or $500,000 all the way upwards to heaven knows what, at least $2 million, right? Because that's what Mick paid. But what's really nice in these planned communities is that you have a town center with a movie theater, lots of restaurants, and we're going to show you some of that. But again, we're always hoping that we'd see Mick come by here, but I do know he spends a lot of time here, and just imagine he walks up and down these areas and places. So we'll take a look. I could easily see why Mick settled in this town, because it's only about 40 minutes from Tampa International Airport. There's also a big venue where the Tampa Bay Lightning play. I know the Stones had played there once or twice. So it's really a great area. I mean, again, the beaches, the Gulf Coast is absolutely beautiful. And there's quite a few celebrities that live around here. I mean, Brian Johnson lives in Bird Key, which is over in Sarasota. So quite a few of them are down here. It's kind of like a who's who. I never thought when we moved to the Gulf Coast we'd be around so many celebrities. But, you know, you guys watching, you're celebrities just for watching my channel. Really appreciate that. So let's continue. So this gives you a little bit of idea here of Lakewood Ranch. It's got 20 villages, 3 town centers, parks, trails, social clubs, farmers market. Everything you pretty much need. There's a hospital across the way. And don't forget, you're really, really close to the main drags, the main areas here where you have Walmarts and you have other restaurants outside. But it's really a beautiful little town here. And you even got a pet spa. I always love the name of pet spas. This one's called My Pampered Pet Spa. I think pet stores, pet spas always have the greatest names. And also lots of times, and this is not an exception, these are always beautiful at Christmas time and at the holidays. They always decorate them really nice. I don't think they do snowfall here, but really, really beautiful. So as you've been seeing, as you've been going on, I've been putting up little pictures of Mick Jagger's home on the inside. And like I told you, we're going to try to go see that, you know, see how close we can get. There's the cinema right across the street. Just picture Mick going there and hanging out with his child and his wife and maybe mother-in-law, father-in-law. But very walkable, very nice. Mick, you made a good choice, no doubt. So I think we might have lunch over here in this Irish pub. So we'll see, maybe we can find out some information in there. So we heard that Mick Jagger does come into this Irish pub. It's really nice. You can see it's very quiet right now. It's kind of about 2:15, but really, really nice, very quaint. And you can really see why this is the #1 community in America for the last 5 years. And we're going to do some more filming outside for you to see it, but really incredible. Like, I always like to picture him just sitting here, and, you know, it's funny because he's gotten much older, as you can see with the picture, but he still didn't get heavy or anything like that. But for most younger people, probably wouldn't even recognize him. They know the music. I mean, you got to realize he was popular when he was 19. Like, he was born in 1943, so he started being popular in 62. So for people today, it's kind of like almost like Abraham Lincoln. But for those of us who are a little bit older, it still has a kind of buzz to it. And man, I would love to have a conversation with Mick Jagger. So who knows? I'm always hopeful, you know. Always got to try. I had to show you this. I mean, #1 community in America. We're eating lunch here, but I've never, in all the restaurants I've ever eaten in, had a plate that's like made from a tree. They can actually put like ketchup on or whatever. That's the burger. That's the gourmet cheddar burger, Irish cheddar burger with fries. And but I had to show you that plate. And this is the kind of plate you get in the #1 community in America. Really, really cool. That is totally, totally different. Well done, Mick. Well done. So just to show you a little more of the town, this is so nice. They've even got a miniature golf right here in the town loop center. This is really, really cool. No, there's an Ed Sports pub over there, which we haven't tried, but the Irish pub was amazing. It was wonderful. We had a fantastic server named Marissa. So if you ever go back to McGrath's or ever go there, ask for Marissa. She was a fabulous server. And just a really beautiful town. But let's go over and take a look at that miniature golf that they have. And look at that. The theater is like, it's like an Art Deco theater from like the 40s. I really like that. We're going to definitely come back and go in there for a movie. I'm not a seafood person, so I don't see myself going into pincers, but I'm sure it's really, really good. But yeah, we heard that on Fridays, the first Friday of every month, they do like activities for kids, food trucks. So look into that. If you look on the, I'm sure they have like a website here for Lakewood Ranch. Looks really, really good. But let's go again, take a look at that miniature golf right there. This is really nice. I mean, I could certainly see Mick coming over here and playing a couple of holes here and with his family. Just beautiful. Mini golf, and you got the little, or big rather, walk around the lake. Just really, really nice. Again, really very impressed with the whole place. I mean, whether you come and see Mick Jagger or not, this is certainly, absolutely a great place to spend the afternoon, and absolutely to live if you want to live down here. Yeah, it's really cute. This is called the Fish Hole. Really, really cute. I love it. I guess because they're feeding fish in there, right? Makes sense. So obviously this is Florida, so always got to be careful of gators. I find this interesting because usually it says you could see alligators or beware of alligators. This is do not feed the alligators. So it's rather than a threat, it's almost like, hey, they're definitely here. So be careful when you come here. Don't feed any alligators. That little bird is called the coruscant. You see them in Celebration. You see them like right near the riversides. Really cute. Kerry's enjoying it. Oh, there he goes. He's flying away. Oh, now he's landing again. Wow. Just to show you one more thing, this is vast. I mean, you could come here. I was telling you about Celebration before, but this walking trail here is much larger around the lake than the ones at Celebration. And we're gonna actually, right after this, thanks for staying tuned, but I thought you might enjoy just seeing the stuff that Mick Jagger sees. And you know, this is stuff that I'm sure they walk around and look at. And you know, because he's getting a little bit older, maybe people don't recognize him as quickly as maybe they used to. But this is just very interesting because I'm sure they come over here and they walk around this whole thing and stuff. So really, really cool and beautiful. All right, so I'm going to show it to you. This is about as close as I can get to it. Mick Jagger's house is the one right over my left shoulder there. I'll show you a little bit closer. I'm not going to give the address because that wouldn't be right. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful place here. Nice and serene and quiet. There's a nice restaurant when you first come in. The reason I can't get closer is because you got to go through a checkpoint. But obviously, I'm not going to bother the guy, you know. But that's his house right over there. Let me swing the camera around, give you a better idea of it. So first off, just a beautiful little entranceway here. You come down. This is right off of exit 213, I-75. It's the Lakewood Ranch. Again, not going to give you the address, but this is like your surrounding area here. Checkpoint is over there, but let's get closer here. So this is about the closest I can get. You guys could always look this up on the internet. Like I said, I don't think it's polite to give his address, but I just think it's fascinating that, you know, he probably comes out here, walks around. It's a beautiful home. It's apparently like 5,700 square feet. And he spends most of his time here because his son is 6. And I imagine he either goes to school or activities. Like I said earlier in the video, that his girlfriend, I double checked that. I don't think they're married, but the girlfriend or the mom of his son, the parents live, I guess, in Lakewood Ranch. So he spends most of his time here. And this is the #1 community in America, all of this Lakewood Ranch. It's a very big place. Like I said, you saw the town center before, and just lots of things to do here, the miniature golf, and just a lot of nice things that are happening here. So who knows, maybe you guys will live here one day. It's you don't have to have a house as big as Mick Jagger's, but it's really pretty and quaint, and great for an artist or anybody really, just to get some inspiration. So I hope you enjoyed that. So for now, this is Al signing off from Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. I hope that video gave you some satisfaction, as it were. A little stupid joke there. And all the best to Mick, and wish him all the best. And hope he lives a really cool, nice, long life. He's already 79. And guy's worth a lot of money. He's worth about $500 million, supposedly. So he's doing pretty well. So you never know. You never know, you might run into Mick Jagger at Lakewood Ranch. Hope you do, and maybe you'll get his autograph. Who knows? And so for now, this is Al signing off from Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.